Do I trust him? No. I don't think Kanye trusted him, but I think he fucked with his realness. And so then, they're up to, when they say keep your friends closer, but your enemies, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Sometimes if you ain't in the building, if you ain't sitting at the table, then you can't know what the fuck going on. So sometimes you gotta act like the other slimy motherfuckers to know what the fuck is going on. So you gotta sit at the table. You can't always try to fight against it. Because even some of them sitting with each other don't even like each other. But they know how to conduct business. Anyway, so we just talking right now, y'all. If y'all don't agree with me, it's okay to not agree with me. I'm not saying I'm right. This is just what I feel in my mind, okay? So anyway, I feel Kanye was just fucking with them, learning shit, meeting people, making deals. Hey, boom, 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 yada, 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 whoop, 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 wham, wham, wham. Okay? Then all of a sudden, it kind of, that Trump shit disappeared. It disappeared, right? So then that's when him and the Kim situation started going on. And, Kanye said some stuff. And so what Kanye's trying to show y'all is, I don't want to make shit racist, but racism is real. And I think he was just ruffling feathers when he was like slavery, when he said slavery was a choice, the Harriet Tubman thing, when he named those two shoes, the Muslim angel of life and death. Nobody really got mad, right? Nobody really got mad. Woot, woot, woot. Yada, yada, yada. Nobody got mad. Okay? But then when he put on the the White Lives Matter shirt, it was like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Black people were in an uproar, but they didn't give a fuck. Nobody gave a fuck about the Harriet Tubman shit. Nobody gave a fuck about the slave choice situation. But then when he spoke on the Jews and whatever else, that's when the walls came tumbling down. Right? That's when the walls came tumbling down. Now, if you look at it, he put on that shirt right before all this stuff. But what is it telling you? What matters? I don't think he's trying to... And mind you, he already wanted out of the Adidas and all that other shit. He wanted out. And now when I was looking at that text message that he put out, now that he's out of that, when a company breaks contract with you, you don't owe them nothing. Now you own the right to all your stuff. So it's like he actually made a smart move, but a dumb move at the same time. Kanye's not crazy. He does crazy shit, but I don't think he's crazy. He almost had lost me. Because I was like, what the fuck is going on? But then I just had to sit back and just watch. I just think he's trying to show... let me hush. Because why would you say, I don't want my children being raised by white women. Y'all are trying to trash them. My child isn't going to be a sex toy. Not sex toy, he didn't say that, but he was like, my child's not going to be sold off for sex. And he was speaking shit. But everybody thought he was crazy when he was saying that. And then all of a sudden, you say White Lives Matter. And then you do the stunt. It's like his stuff is like, it's set up for purpose, reasons. I don't know. And the reason I don't like talking is I don't write my stuff out to let it all flow and like have my key points and stuff for you to go look at and verify. So that's why I like to talk, because then I'm all over the place. But in my mind, I know what I've read, what I've watched, what I look at. I don't know what they say. He did the White Lives Matter thing as a way to get out of his contract because no, he did that. I feel he did that. He did that to show it was a reason, friend. He's just not, y'all, he's just not crazy. He's not crazy. I don't think he's crazy. I think he just, sometimes you have to, sometimes you have to, when you're going up against like a giant, sometimes you have to do some stuff. You know, it's not easy. It's kind of like, never mind. You know, like we have the bully in school, and sometimes you just break and you just do shit because you said fuck the bully. You know, it's like I want to say something else, but you know, you spaz out and you like beat the bully with a chair because you just had your last fucking fuck you, bitch. And I think that was his fuck you. Like, I don't know. Because then when I was watching the video with Orlando Brown, Kim and them, they were all at the billionaire, millionaire parties where they do the crazy shit. I don't know. But back to the beginning where we were talking about the spirit shifting, the soul shifting. It made me think about it, because then it made me think about, so why did they, y'all, I'm sorry, I just think about shit, because movies and stuff isn't made, I feel like something makes you create, like when you're a songwriter, you write about your life, right? You write about relationships, you write about something someone's told you. When you write a book, granted, some of it may start off, you know, real, but then you add a little bit more to make it, like, you know, more intriguing. Even with rappers, when you're painting a picture, when you're creating a dance, you're thinking of moments or things that have happened. So I feel like people who write movies, just follow me, y'all. People who write movies, they're telling you stuff. So when Orlando Brown was saying that they do the spirit swapping, I was like, well, where did the movie Chucky come from? Who just made that idea? And it's from Hollywood. And then I was reading, and then that's when God came to me. And then I read about the Bible, and it was saying that if you really read and study your Bible, Hollywood was really actually talked about in the Bible. It was just a different place. And then, like, when they said they threw, you know, when they put God on the cross and they said that they would worship him and whatever, that's what the Hollywood sign is, because they say, I'm coming here. Get off of me! And then, like, you know how, like, I don't know. I just, somebody says, sigh. You can think all you want, ma'am. I'm not here for you to like me. I'm not here for you to believe me. I just know I'm not stupid. I know evil is real, and I know good is real. And I don't put anything past anybody. I know people do worship different things. I know people do practice different things as far as voodoo, everything. I believe in all of that. You can laugh at me all day and say, Zoe, you're crazy. But if I believe in God, then why, if I believe in God, then why shouldn't I believe in, like, the devil and evil and witchcraft and voodoo and people drinking the blood or trying to do certain things to get power? And child, please, girl, you ain't girl. Some people do a lot of stuff to gain fame and money. And because it sounds so crazy, you laugh at it and think it's funny. And I just don't, and like in the movies, when you see them do certain stuff, like I said, when you want to hide something from somebody, you put it in their face. So like when they start doing the, girl, Girl. Girl. I'm not even a big socialite or influencer person, but the parties that I even went to in LA are parties. And then, like, you know, just like even with the missing children, like, how do these people just disappear? Like, you can find all these drug dealers. You can find but you can't find these trafficked women. You can't find these children. But you can figure out everything about the RICO charges with YSL. But you can't find these children. Whatever. I don't know. I just really believe, I really do believe in evil. I do. I just, like these little, like that Pizzagate stuff and all that stuff didn't just appear out of nowhere. You know how like when you tell a secret to somebody and then somebody else tell a secret? Sometimes secrets get out. All that stuff ain't made believe. It may not be to the depth of what some of the stuff is, but sometimes people do something and then when they get in it, they be like, you know what, maybe this isn't for me. And then sometimes you do. You just find God and you be like, you know what, I thought this is what I wanted and I didn't want this. And then you go gossip and then somebody else tell, and I don't know. Cause like, I don't know. Like, and then when I was just watching all Justin Bieber stuff, he went through a lot. That boy was scared of something. Justin Bieber was scared of something. He was scared of something, child. And I really watched his stuff. And like, I thought they were making it up when they were saying like they had the pizza in that video. I don't know what video it was, but there was a video and they said it was pizza in there. And like, it's the one where he had all that cartoon stuff in the background. And so I went to the video myself to see, because I was like, you know, people like to Photoshop shit and do shit. And I'm like, oh, girl, that's fake. But when you really go to that video and you just slow it down, like, why in that video was there pizza in the background? Why did you have videos of, like, it's cartoons of, like, naked stuff in the back? Like, it was just, it didn't make any sense with the video. I was like, it doesn't make sense. I don't know. But whatever I was going through last night, it was even like just, you know, I was even questioning me. Just, I was going through a lot last night, and I just started praying. I was just like, God, whatever my purpose is, you know, you would keep me on it. And whatever you got for me and what you want to do with me in life, you would do it. And I was just like, just keep me guided. Cause I make mistakes. I do dumb shit. I even started thinking about, just my lifestyle. I was just like, and I was like, if this is just a moment in time, it's a moment. I was like, but whatever you got, I don't know. It was a lot. And then I was just like, I don't know. It was a lot. It was a lot. And then after I did all my little dues, I just went to sleep and I was good. But it was from like 3 to maybe like 5. I was in that moment. Somebody said, isn't pizza yummy? It is yummy, friend. Explain the naked stuff that was in that video. And remember when, never mind. That's why I don't like talking about it. Because everybody starts to, they'll start to think like you're like crazy. Or like you're stupid. So I really don't talk about it. I just like to, know and keep it moving. But when you just really look at stuff and analyze stuff, you be like, Because I'm like I said, I'm just a Gemini and I'm very observant. And when you start watching people of like me, I don't have enough pull and power to like make people like be like, oh shit, let me go do this, that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just funny when it's just funny when Michael started talking about it and started saying his stuff like, when he made those videos, they don't really care about us and it's and they just started talking about certain things. He just out of nowhere was gone. And even when Kanye went on stage and he was like, I could die about this. He's like, this is when he really just had enough. And he was like, I could die about this, but I don't care. I'm telling y'all anyway. And da-da-da-da. He was on that stage at his concert. And that's when people got mad. They were like, we didn't pay to come here to hear all this. We came to hear your music. And then after that is when they put him in that little rehab place. And when he came out of that, that's when he was like, kind of like loony. And that's when I think they did something to him. That's when everybody was telling him to get out, get out, get out, get out. But that's after he went to that little place, that's when he kind of got a little weird. When he was really talking. And then, child, over with. I don't know. And then he snapped out of it and he kind of like was like, I want to leave Kim, whoop, 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 and just shit. But I think he do really love her, but he knows I don't like talking about this. I disagree. A lot that's going on in the world now. I'm listening to a lot of these celebrities tell stories because all of them are saying some of the same thing. What'd she say? Oh, she didn't say I disagree. She said I observe a lot. Yeah, they do. They tell the same thing, friend. They talk about the same stuff. So it's like, it's weird. Like, you know how like when people who live in the hood, they talk about, man, that happened over here, da-da-da-da. It's just like with them. They're in Hollywood and they talk, everybody says the same thing when they get to a certain point in their life. So it just can't be fake. Oh no, I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I said people can have, I'm the type of person, people can have their own belief, their own way of thinking. I don't get upset about that. I just know that I know that I'm not crazy, and I know I see what I see. And by me just being in the lifestyle, I'm not in the $1 million, like I'm not a billionaire and I don't sit with Kim K and all them, but I've hung around some of the top celebrities and just, just sitting around and, hearing what, even just me being me and hearing what some of these rappers, not the big rappers, but what upcoming rappers say, like, I do whatever it takes. Or people just say, I just want to be rich. I just want money. Like, you'll be surprised what people will really do for money. And it's sad. It is so, and the world has made people praise money. And like I was telling my friend today, I was like, it's not even that serious to have money. Like I said, yeah, you can pay your bills. Yeah, you can go in the store and buy whatever you want. But money isn't happiness. Just like YK Osiris said, you can have all the money in the world, but it doesn't mean you're happy. You can just do what you want now. You know what I'm saying? But money is not going to make you happy. It just makes shit easy. And people will do so much to get money. And I'm just like, you already got what you're supposed to have. Like, if you look at life how you're supposed to look at life, like, you're supposed to look at life and live it. And you're not supposed to have greed. You're not supposed to, be envious or jealous of somebody else's accomplishment. And then you're not supposed to, gloat and like, if you get the money, you're not supposed to, like, look down on somebody else. It's just that was a blessing. And people have, like, I don't know, y'all. I'm not a good talker. But anyway, you're supposed to just live. Money really isn't even supposed to be here. Man created money. But anyway, you're supposed to just live. And what you have is what you have. You know what I'm saying? Be appreciative of what you have. And that is how you live life. So, like, if you got food in your house, you got clothes on your back, you have electricity, a car, you know what I'm saying? You're wealthy. You know what I'm saying? You're wealthy. You're doing good. But because we have idolized people and riches and clothing and material things, you think what you have isn't good. Well, if what you have isn't good, then sell your house. Sell your house and go live in a park. And let's see what you live in like now. Quit your job and go scavenge. Be a scavenger. You know what I'm saying? Go dig in these trash cans, look for food, kill a rabbit, go kill a deer by hand, or whatever the case may be, and live like that. And let me see if you miss having that $200 check come in every Friday. Let me see if you miss going into your car or in your parking lot, getting into your car and driving to work instead of walking. You were living good. But because you're praising somebody else's blessing, you're not appreciating what you already have. Like, I was comfortable when I'm not saying God take it away from me or whatever the case may be, but I was comfortable working my 9 to 5 when I was at Starbucks. I was happy. I didn't worry about if somebody finna. Cause like now, when I went to Best Buy, this guy was like, "Hey Zoe," instead of like saying, "Zoe, I like your work, I fuck with you, you're cool," he was like, "Hey Zoe, listen to my music. Can you give it to Nick? Can you give it to Lala?" Like, what the fuck? Like, and then people want to date you for your money. Like, when I was working my 9 to 5, I had fucking real friends. We didn't give a fuck about shit. We didn't give a fuck about who you knew, what you got, this, that. It was just like living life, Bitch, we going to the club Friday? Okay, I'll get back to work. I gotta work. I gotta pay this bill. But hey, y'all want to save up? We gonna go to Cancun next month. So keep your like, live for you. Oh my God. If people just learn how to live your life, you would get more. You would actually enjoy life more if you lived for you and not trying to live to please. So when you say you want to get a better life and get all this big money, who was that for? Is that really for you? Is that so you can show out and say, oh, look at me, bitch. I'm in Paris. Oh, girl, I done went to Dubai. Oh, girl, look at this, girl. Look at me. Bitch. Is it for that? Or is it really because that's what you really want? Like, what is it? So when God does bless you, so if you do want more money, then that means, hey, work a little harder, but don't stress yourself out trying to chase that dollar or that money. I know people are saying, oh, that's easy for you though, because you got it now. No, I don't give a really. If something, they took all this from me now, I'm still gonna hustle my butt at a 9-to-5 and still live my same life. I just have to sell my house, go move in an apartment. But guess what? I'ma deck that motherfucking apartment out and it's gonna look good to the eye of me. I'm gonna wake up every day and still have friends at a 9-to-5. I'm gonna still go to the motherfucking club. I'm gonna put my pole back in my fucking apartment and twerk on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do the same shit I was doing before I was on Wildin' Out. I'm gonna do the same shit I was doing before they created Instagram. I'm gonna do the same shit when it was MySpace. Okay? I'm gonna do the same shit for the gays when it was Adam for Adam. You know, I'm gonna do the same shit. I'm gonna do the same fucking shit. I'm gonna still pop my shit, save my money, and get me my Jordans. I'm gonna pop my shit, buy me a little high fashion on my birthday. I'm gonna do the same shit. Ain't shit gonna change. Now, I'm not gonna be able to buy as much as I'm doing now, but I'm still gonna be happy. I just never really, and that's why I feel sometimes God blesses some people because they don't, I don't know. I'm not saying that, I'm not, never mind. I don't know. I just really hate that. I just really hate that people don't, I just hate people don't know how, oh God, I'm about to cry. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. I think this is why God was talking to me this morning. Okay. I just hate people don't understand how amazing life really is when you just appreciate it. Hold on a second. I don't like crying on camera because then people go back and they play it or they put it up and they use it as like memes and they say, oh my God, this is how I feel. Hold on. I don't like crying on camera. I just get really passionate when I talk about just loving life because it just took me a minute to get to that point to actually like just appreciate life. Hold on. It took me a minute to get there. All right. Okay. Just, yeah, I just hate that people don't appreciate it. Like, people spend their entire life stressing. They spend their entire life stressing. Stressing about money, stressing about love, stressing about being accepted, stressing. And that is not what God created you for. And I love that. I just love that verse that just said, the joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me, and the world cannot take it away. So, get it together, Zoe. And I just wish people would really believe that. Like, you control everything. Now, people can, push your buttons, but you honestly control everything. You do. Like, you self-talk yourself to getting mad. So, let's say when somebody bumps you, you be like, excuse me, bitch, no the fuck you did, ho. Okay, girl, you ain't gonna bump me again, bitch, and then you just start talking yourself into getting mad. But if somebody bumps you, just say, oh, excuse me. Even if they bumped you, excuse me, I'm sorry. And you throw your energy there. And if they say, well, watch out, you be like, oh, again, I'm so sorry. And you keep going, and you keep your energy. It's hard to get in tuned to that. It's hard. But when you do, it's so freaking amazing when you control all of that. That's why when people talk about that, I'm not going to get into it, depression, but you control everything. I don't know. We don't went all over the place, y'all. We don't went all over the place. But just don't praise stuff. Don't praise stuff. What you got is just enough. Know that. What you got is just enough. And when you decide to work a little harder and you don't make excuses, oh, you know what? I'm not certified. I don't have that. Well, go get your certification, baby. Get up. Go get it. Don't doubt yourself. Oh, I'm too old to go to college. No, get up. If that's what you really want, you're going to do it. When you really, really, really want something, you're going to do it. When you wanted that girlfriend or boyfriend, you went for it. When you wanted that job, you applied pressure. When you wanted that car, when you wanted that apartment, whenever you really want something, you're gonna do it. But sometimes we like to fear, and we like to talk ourselves out of doing certain stuff because, oh, I don't know how, or I don't think I'm good enough, or I don't know how to do this. Figure it out. And then when you figure it out and you get it, and then you're blessed with more, that is what you're supposed to have. And say, thank you for that. And then if you say, you know what, I done mastered this. I want to do something else. Push yourself to that next limit. Figure that out and do it. That's all you got to do. Like, my mom was like, Zoe, be out, cause bitch, any job I had, bitch, I was a hard motherfucking worker, baby. I worked. I wasn't no lazy person. I watched the manager. I watched how she came in there, and I wish she was in here. Dana, if you in here, baby, tell them. I watched her, how she worked that floor. I watched how she moved from the drive-through to the front to that. And baby, I mastered her job. If I watched her work them books, I could have worked them books. I could have made a schedule. When I worked in retail, bitch, I watched that. Bitch, I could master any fucking thing. My mom was like, Zoe, why don't you just, become the manager at Starbucks? Then you can move up and become in corporate. I was like, Mama, that ain't what I want to do. It's more for me out there. I was like, I don't want to do that. I easily could be a district manager at a Starbucks by now, baby. Trust them. If I wanted to, trust and believe, I would have been a district manager. And I was like, Mama, that's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do. I said, I want to be on TV, not for fame, but because I love getting in front of the camera. I love acting. I just do. I love storytelling. Like, that's what I love. Like, that's what I love. I love that. I love creating something and then seeing my project in the end. That's